Swallowed Star Q&A time. Question 1. Why did Mo Luo go for a deadly strike? Before the true culprit was revealed in the anime, many viewers likely speculated that Mo Luo was the one who killed Galessi. So, why did Mo Luo do this? The answer is for resources. In the virtual universe company, core members who wish to obtain advanced or powerful secret techniques must exchange them for points. The ways to obtain points are extremely limited. Aside from the rewards after the genius battle, they can only be earned by challenging the Heavenly Bridge, Immortal Altar, and the Mirage Sea. However, these challenges are highly difficult, and it is nearly impossible to break through several levels in a short period and obtain a large amount of points. Therefore, without a fixed salary, cultivation tasks have become the most direct and practical means for universe-level core members to earn points. Are you curious as to why Mo Luo would resort to killing despite there being numerous cultivation tasks that are independently executed? The reason lies in the strict limits imposed by the virtual universe company on the number of cultivation tasks. For example, for desperate level tasks, members from the primordial void space can take up to 3, members from the beginning void space can only take 2, and members from other levels can take only 1. As for dangerous level tasks, members from the primordial void space can take up to 15, while members from other levels can take 10, 6, and 3 tasks, respectively, depending on their level. This means that if Mo Luo remains in the primordial void space, he can take on 15 dangerous level tasks and 3 desperate level tasks during his time at the universe level. But if he is demoted to the beginning void space, his limits would be reduced to 10 dangerous level tasks and 2 desperate level tasks. It should be noted that the higher the danger level of a task, the more generous the rewards in terms of points, and it also contains opportunities that can lead to a qualitative change in a warrior's strength. For example, in the dangerous level task Blood River Continent, Luo Feng obtained the Blood River crystals. After fusing it, his life genes underwent a qualitative leap, not only granting him greater combat power but also making his comprehension of the original laws more intuitive. While executing the desperate level task in Demon Mountain, he even obtained the Divine General's inheritance, and his spiritual power amplitude surpassed that of most king-level immortals. It is worth mentioning that, compared to the Blood River crystals, the benefits of the Divine General inheritance are even more significant. The fusion conditions for the Blood River crystals are extremely harsh, and not just any warrior can complete it. On the other hand, the Divine General inheritance is different. Even when accepted at the universe level, the secret methods within it can increase a warrior's mental power amplitude by at least 100 times. It's important to note that a 100 times mental power amplitude is typically only achievable after breaking through to the World Master level. This clearly indicates that the opportunities hidden in desperate level tasks far surpass those in dangerous level tasks and can directly propel a warrior's strength to new heights. In terms of points, the highest reward for a desperate level task can reach up to 1 million points. In comparison, the highest reward for a dangerous level task is only 100,000 points, while the highest reward for a difficult level task is merely 2,000 points. This significant disparity indicates that completing high difficulty tasks is the only way to accumulate a large number of points. It's important to note that many powerful secret techniques in the virtual universe company are extremely expensive. A one-time purchase is nearly impossible, and even purchasing in installments requires consuming an enormous amount of points. With limited channels to obtain points, the only way to quickly accumulate enough points to purchase the complete secret techniques is by taking on higher level tasks. If one loses the opportunity to undertake high reward tasks, not only will they be unable to gather enough points to complete the secret techniques, but their cultivation progress may also be directly interrupted, causing significant obstacles to the warrior's development. Additionally, members of the primordial void space are also entitled to receive personal guidance from immortal level powerhouses. Imagine, a member of the primordial void space can not only receive regular guidance from immortal level warriors but also take on more high point tasks to ensure smooth progress in their cultivation. They also have the opportunity to acquire chances that can lead to a transformative increase in their strength. However, once demoted, these valuable opportunities will be greatly reduced or even completely lost. Naturally, Mo Luo does not want this to happen to him. More importantly, if demoted to the beginning void space, it would be nearly impossible to re-advance to the primordial void space unless there is a significant transformation in strength. After all, the virtual universe company is never short of talented individuals, and once the cultivation progress is hindered or slows down, trying to catch up or even surpass others would be like chasing a fantasy. It is clear that Mo Luo's goal is not just to eliminate Galessi, but to remove all members who might threaten his position. And these actions can only be carried out in secret. The treacherous and complex terrain of Demon Mountain undoubtedly provides perfect cover for such plans. Question 2. Who poses the greatest threat to Mo Luo's position? In fact, among the many members in the Demon Mountain, Galessi is the one who poses the least threat to Mo Luo. This is because Galessi is only a member of the Universe Void Space, while Mo Luo is a member of the Primordial Void Space, 2 levels above Galessi. Given Galessi's strength, it would likely take several rounds of qualification battles to stand out among the many members of the Universe Void Space and gain eligibility for the competition for a spot in the beginning Void Space. By then, Mo Luo may have already broken through and become a Domain Master level powerhouse. Although Galessi doesn't directly threaten Mo Luo, he serves as an excellent decoy. Mo Luo can use Galessi to lure other potential threats into traps. For example, during the pretense of jointly investigating the reason for Galessi's attack, Mo Luo can seize the opportunity to launch a surprise attack on the target. Because the attack happens suddenly and without warning, such ambushes are often very successful. As I mentioned in a previous spoiler, Luo Feng was ambushed by Mo Luo while unprepared. If Luo Feng had not had the Masha clan clone, he would likely have perished. Although Wuka, Xian Shui, and Ai Chen are members of the beginning Void Space, their strength still has a considerable gap compared to Mo Luo. All 3 only passed the 5th level of the Heavenly Bridge, while Mo Luo had already passed the 7th. In terms of comprehension of the laws and overall strength, the 3 are on a different level compared to Mo Luo, so they do not pose a substantial threat. However, among these 3, Wuka has a powerful bloodline talent. With his potential and cultivation speed, it is only a matter of time before he becomes a strong opponent for Mo Luo. Rongjun, although currently only having passed the 6th level of the Heavenly Bridge, is a combat-type warrior with extraordinary fighting skills. Although his comprehension of the laws is slightly weaker than Luo Feng's, his talent in battle is unquestionable. More importantly, Rongjun's temperament is very similar to the founder of the Huge Axe Dojo and existence at the True God level. This trait has already caught the attention of the higher-ups of the Virtual Universe Company, who believe Rongjun will inevitably become a peak powerhouse in the future. Although Mo Luo may not fully understand these deeper reasons, Rongjun's potential has clearly made him a contender for breaking into the primordial void space, posing a potential threat to Mo Luo's position. As for Luo Feng and Bolin, although they passed the 7th level of the Heavenly Bridge later than Mo Luo, both have extremely high cultivation talent. Especially Luo Feng, whose progress is so astonishing that, although many members believe it is unlikely for him to break into the primordial void space in this round of the qualification battle, he is certain to succeed in the next 1 or 2 rounds. However, even Luo Feng admits that, before obtaining the divine general inheritance, he is no match for Bolin. While Bolin's stubbornness leads him to cultivate both the original laws of space and time, his innate talent in the original law of space is extraordinarily high, meaning that even if Mo Luo wants to kill Bolin, he would need to pay a significant price. Therefore, among all the newcomers, Bolin and Luo Feng pose the highest threat to Mo Luo and are the most likely targets for Mo Luo to secretly eliminate. Fei Tuo, the only universe-level member who has passed the 8th level of the Heavenly Bridge and is the rank 1 universe-level member of the primordial void space, is someone Mo Luo cannot match. Moreover, it has been clearly shown in episode 150 that Mo Luo's relationship with Fei Tuo is not good. Although Mo Luo often presents himself as a gentleman, Fei Tuo, who has worked with him for 1,000 years, has likely seen through his disguise. For Fei Tuo, Mo Luo's schemes will have no chance to be carried out. Question 3. Why is Mo Luo able to pierce Galessi's body with his bare hands? In episode 152, we see Galessi's body being pierced by Mo Luo's bare hands, leading to his demise. Does this raise the question of why Galessi's armor was so weak? Did he have no protective gear at all? The answer is, he did have protective equipment. As mentioned in previous episodes, both Luo Feng and Mo Luo possess auxiliary lifeforms at the Domain Master level, 9th stage. Perhaps Galessi cannot afford such a powerful auxiliary lifeform like Luo Feng and Mo Luo, but he certainly had at least a D-grade basic protective gear. This is because in the Virtual Universe Company, if the item level does not exceed D-grade, every core member can apply for the basic equipments for free. These pieces of equipment are extremely low cost for the Virtual Universe Company, so they can easily be provided to every member on a large scale. Of course, the term low cost here refers to the scale of the organization. In contrast, the resources of the Nuo Lanshan family seem quite insignificant by comparison. Even a D-grade spaceship within the Nuo Lanshan family is only available to the family leader and Nuo Lanshan himself. So, are you curious why, even if Galessi had a set of D9 grade alloy armor, it still wasn't able to withstand much? The reason lies in Mo Luo's self-created combat technique, Beast Fist. Unlike most warriors who rely on weapons like swords, Mo Luo uses his fists and feet as his most powerful weapons. Although his raw strength may not match that of the golden horned beast, Mo Luo's comprehension of the laws far surpasses the current golden horned beast, allowing him to fully release his physical power, achieving an astonishing 100 times amplification effect. For a universe-level 9th stage human warrior, such an achievement is already extraordinary. In comparison, the golden horned beast of the same level, without using any secret techniques, can only reach an amplification of about 80 times. Additionally, Mo Luo relies on the auxiliary metal life form at the domain master level, 9th stage, to greatly enhance his attack power, meaning that Galessi's D9 grade alloy armor offers no significant advantage in terms of defense. Coupled with the unique destructive power of Beast Fist, it's not surprising that Mo Luo could pierce Galessi's body with his bare hands. It is worth mentioning that Mo Luo's Beast Fist technique has even been praised by the King Immortal Jinyan, which indicates just how powerful it truly is. Unfortunately, Mo Luo chose to deal with his competitors through assassination rather than facing them in open combat. This behavior reflects a lack of confidence within him, unable to firmly believe that he can defeat all opponents. When one's mindset is not strong enough, they are destined not to reach the pinnacle. Because of this, after Mo Luo broke through to the immortal level, his power only reached that of a Marquis Immortal, while Bolin and Ron Jun were able to achieve the height of a King Immortal, showing greater potential. Luo Feng's performance is even more astonishing. After breaking through to the immortal level, his strength far surpassed that of ordinary universe venerables, making him truly outstanding among his peers. In comparison to Mo Luo, Galessi, who has only been cultivating in the virtual universe company for about 100 years, is much weaker. Galessi is just a member of the universe void space, and in terms of both access to secret techniques and task point allocation, he is clearly at a disadvantage. The task point allocations that Galessi can access are certainly not on par with Luo Feng of the beginning void space, nor can they compare with Mo Luo of the primordial void space. As such, his cultivation resources are relatively scarce, and he has little access to higher-level secret techniques. Even if an immortal-level powerhouse serves as his teacher, most of the cultivation resources still need to be earned by the disciple themselves. After all, teachers cannot unconditionally support their disciples indefinitely. Take Xinyan as an example. Although he highly values Luo Feng, he would not directly buy secret techniques for him, because he knows that cultivation resources must be earned by the disciple through their own efforts in the trials of life and death. Moreover, the point consumption for secret techniques is incredibly high, and even an existence like Xinyan cannot bear the long-term burden of supporting a disciple's cultivation of secret techniques. Of course, if Galessi could afford to buy a set of F9 grade alloy armor, like Luo Feng, he might be injured by the shockwaves but would at least not be directly pierced and killed. Unfortunately, Galessi probably does not have such financial means. Although he often mocks Luo Feng for coming from an inconspicuous native planet, the truth is that very few universe-level core members are wealthier than Luo Feng. After all, having a wealthy teacher is not as practical as having strong personal financial resources. Luo Feng, relying on dividends from the Pinghai Company, can almost easily cover all expenses except for secret techniques. When it comes to wealth, only Wuka, with a father who was a universe monarch, might surpass Luo Feng. When it comes to task points, there are probably very few universe-level members who can match Luo Feng. After all, if Luo Feng sold the Blood River crystals and rare treasures obtained from his cultivation tasks, the points accumulated might even exceed those of ordinary immortal-level powerhouses. But speaking of which, when I saw Galessi killed, I finally understood why the production team chose to make Galessi an unlikable character. He has mediocre strength and always targets Luo Feng. It turns out that all of this was to make him the sacrificial lamb in the storyline. As for the production team adapting the plot and involving multiple members in the Demon Mountain mission, I wonder if it's to lay the groundwork for Mo Luo to be sanctioned in advance or simply to increase the death count, thereby making Mo Luo even more detestable. If it is indeed to increase the death toll, who do you think will be the next character to fall victim to Mo Luo's schemes? Or, who would you least want to see killed? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Question 4. Why do members choose to stay at the universe level for millennia without breaking through? The level of Luo Feng's internal world determines the maximum level limit for all his clones. When the golden horned beast had not yet reached the domain master level 9, Luo Feng's human body could only remain at universe level 9. The reason behind this phenomenon is that each core member can apply for a nutrient pod to rapidly enhance their body to the highest rank of their current level, universe level 9th rank. The nutrient pods provided by the Virtual Universe Company have the powerful function of raising members from 1st rank to 9th rank in a short period. If Luo Feng's internal world were at Domain Master Level 6, and he eagerly wanted his human body to break through to Domain Master Level, no matter how many nutrient pods he used, the body's level would not exceed Domain Master Level 6. Such an anomaly would inevitably raise suspicion among other members of the Virtual Universe Company. Once they investigate Luo Feng's identity, the secret of the Golden Horned Beast will be exposed. Until he has the strength to protect himself, exposing the Golden Horned Beast would undoubtedly put him in danger. Therefore, Luo Feng would only allow his human body to break through once his internal world reaches the 9th rank of his current level, in order to avoid unnecessary attention and risks. Previously, when Luo Feng's internal world had not yet reached Domain Master Level 9, it was reasonable not to let his human body break through. But why, when his internal world reaches Domain Master Level 9, does Luo Feng still choose to stay at universe level like the other members? And why do many members stay at universe level for at least 1,000 years? What is the reason behind this? The first reason is the existence of cultivation tasks. Only universe level members can take on cultivation tasks to earn points. Therefore, most members take on these tasks to the fullest extent. More importantly, cultivation tasks may hide opportunities that lead to qualitative leap in their strength. The second reason is to avoid demotion. Fei Tuo is the only universe level member who has passed the 8th level of the Heavenly Bridge, and she undeniably holds the highest rank among all universe level members in the Virtual Universe Company. If she chooses to break through to Domain Master level, she will inevitably face demotion in the qualification battle. This is because the weakest Domain Master level members in the primordial void space have already passed the 10th level of the Heavenly Bridge, and the weakest members in the beginning void space have already passed the 8th level. This means that even if Fei Tuo were demoted to the beginning void space, she might become one of the weakest members. As a result, if she were assigned a position in her own cosmic nation, her identity and status would be greatly diminished, and she would not receive the attention she deserves. Therefore, many members prefer to stay at universe level for thousands of years to ensure they do not face demotion before making a breakthrough. Well, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Wish you a wonderful day.